Montreal, my city, another Friday. The number one urban morning show in the country. This is the Morning Detour. Mo Chaser, Montreal, Kobe Bryant. They know that I'm nice. They hate that it's me. I'm alongside the consultant, the next mayor of the city, Sister Knowledge in the building. Let me tell you something. Vita, I came up with it the other day. When I give it to Sister Knowledge, you know what time it is. Well, you know, when I say she's the queen of the Amazon, you know what time it is. But Tata knows when I turn to her and I say, yo, Wagwan tea. That's when the hood Tata come out. I know she's cool, bro. Real quick, let's talk about it. Real quick. I know you're academia now. We can't go the way you want to go with it.
No, listen, let's go there.
But this morning, we're making claims now in the Morning Detour. There's more making claims.
Okay.
I want someone to challenge me. Somebody in the city got to show me who is a better female rapper than Focus. Somebody got to show me. I'm talking about the voice. I was telling her the other day. It's like you in the same class of rapping like a Remy Ma, but you look like a baddie. But you have real bars. It's the voice.
To me, it's like a Remy Foxy mix.
Focus. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
And you're a hip hop head, Gino. How many times in your life have you heard someone say, you know what, she reminds me of Foxy? And what was Foxy to us? Brooklyn, hood, the streets. Still beautiful, still sexy. But when you thought of Foxy, you thought of the streets, thought of somebody that come up from the grind, that somebody knows the hustle. One thing that's beautiful about black culture, we love a blue collar person. So this morning, we have the best female rapper in the city. Focus in the building. Diamond cut. Pull up the diamonds. Put up the diamonds. I wish we had a. Tata, why don't we have a symbol? Why do we have a symbol?
You sound like this. Thanks, you sound like this.
I was watching Da Vinci Code the other night. I want to be a symbologist. Focus in the building. We've been playing your music. I keep saying it bad. Come at me, mad at me. Somebody at me. The voice, the energy. I just want you to get mad at somebody. I just want you to be somebody, respectfully. I feel you have a monster in you. I feel you have I'm gonna give you a whole 10-track mixtape, different covers like Homegirl, and I'm gonna murder you. Nobody has your delivery. Music is the only form of information that your brain retains and keeps for a long period of time. Nobody sounds like you.
Rightfully so.
So this morning, I heard you got some new music coming out. You've been all over the place over the summer. So Tata, let's begin there.
Yeah.
Cause me and Tata, we want to come out with a gospel album for Christmas. We want to get up on stage. We want to be at the cathedral. What was like? You did how many festivals over the summer? You was everywhere.
It's
so
true.
Festivals, I'll say I did one festival. Shows, I did a one, two. I did honestly, I don't know how many shows.
Exactly.
I did one.
It be like that. Day and night. You did too much shows.
It was a good summer. It was a very lit summer. No cap.
A couple of DMS
Yeah.
at Belmont. There was a
From
Davies.
the north.
Davies.
Harlem of the North was I did 2 festivals. If you want to count that as a festival.
You see when you hot?
Yeah.
You see when you hot? You can't remember all the appearances, Tata.
I ain't gonna lie.
When you hot, Tata. When you told yourself, I want to be a rapper, I want to do this music thing, the energy and the vibe you felt being on stage, people singing your lyrics, people cheering you on, was it what you had imagined in your mind before you started it?
I'll say yeah. I think that's kind of how. No, because real shit. I feel like that's really the reason why I told myself like I would take music seriously one day, is because that feeling must be unexplainable. Like I grew up in church, so I've performed at church.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling is obviously an amazing feeling when you can hear everybody's like, wow, there's a surprise, and you're surprised too, But anyways, I smoke now, so no, I can't sing.
I love the raspy though. Probably should still it.
No, but she has a vibe like Whitney though.
like
She has that energy like Whitney. She rap like Foxy. She
Tata-
move like Whitney. That's
Tata
hard,
can relate.
though. That's hard though. Nobody can embody that. That's hard.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's like the Montreal Scarlet.
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 Scarlett. I love Scarlett. I think Scarlett is a lit personality.
Yeah.
I love her.
That's why she's Vita the A and R.
love
You don't want to finish the R. A and R. So you putting out the music, things is happening. I think I keep mixing up when artists come to shows. The new EP, a new album. What are we looking at? moving forward? What's to come?
We got some singles coming out. We definitely got an EP on the way. Hopefully, latest. You know, I'm not even gonna put no timeline on it. Just know that she's basically almost there.
So you've had a good rapport with a couple singles that you put out. Now you're about to put an EP. How do you decide as a creator, as an artist, what is this EP gonna sound like? This is my project. This is who I am.
No, you know what's crazy is I'm currently trying to answer that question. I swear to God.
You don't. That gives you a reason to come back to the morning detour. You don't have to have all the answers. We're just trying to make conversation. But in that process, what are some of the options?
Okay, so I feel like as I'm doing this, I didn't even think I was gonna do an EP right now, to be honest. It kind of just happened when I started just making songs and I realized that they have similarities. They have similar vibes, all of them. So I was like, honestly, like I can use this idea or theme or vibe or whatever and create an actual body of work,
Right.
you know? So that's all that I'm at right now. The rest is all work in progress. The rest is even y'all part. Y'all need to tell me what y'all rock with. Y'all what y'all don't rock with. Because then it's like, obviously, it's my music. It's whatever I like. But I put out stuff that y'all fuck with too.
So
You know what I mean? It's like, it's a partnership. Definitely gonna have a listening party. That's for sure. I want to know how folks feel, like what ideas y'all have, to see if it aligns with the direction I'm trying to take as well, because it's like, it's my journey, but y'all are part of it. Y'all make it happen. Without y'all, there's no reason that I'm, even anything. So,
And what type of impact you're trying to make out here in the city? Because people talk, when they talk about you, they talk about you in many different lights. As a lyricist, as an artist, also as a pretty face. You know what I mean? All of the above. But for you and how you see the scene is, you heard already what Gino was saying about the rap scene in Montreal and stuff. Like, what type of impact?
but he's right. He's very much right. Like, this is all stuff that's flown through my head just through scrolling off of Instagram and just watching how things go too. So this is not a real conversation I ever had. But if I were to put all the words and ideas together, it basically we kind of put down what he said, because I kind of agree with what he said, as in he don't fuck with the rap scene in Quebec. I agree so too. It's like I fuck with it for what it is now, for the direction that we're taking it, but for what it's been for so long and where they're trying to keep it. Of course I hate it, because unfortunately for that reason, I feel like I have to leave here if I want to be anything.
Yeah, that's what everybody.
And it sucks because all I want to do is give a reason for y'all to turn your head and think about Montreal and these types of conversations. As far as music, lyricism, or whatever, like, we don't really have nobody out there that's really doing it for us. You know what I mean? Like, all we know is that certain people have lived in Montreal.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like,
Yeah. Okay.
show me the weight that carries. Like, I want us to carry a weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we do have a lot of inspiration, creative minds, ideas that just flow through. We just don't have that microscope on us.
And they take it elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear that undertone. Let me tell me if the undertone was right. So it's like, when they say you can't. Sometimes the prophet is not respecting his own sound, right? But and then in the next sense, you're saying sometimes you're taking that talent, you're going elsewhere, and you never coming back home. So you never ever really making a name for yourself as a Montreal artist.
No.
You're always the artist at whatever city you end up in.
No, see, I don't like, one thing about me, okay, so I have not taken the plane too much, but I've traveled enough by road to say that Montreal's home. The whole purpose behind this is to bring it back home. I want to make sure that no matter what, when I come back, everything's the same. Y'all don't act no different with me, and I don't act no different with y'all, and y'all remind me of who I am. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Keep me humble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
That's the point of it too, is to bring it
Rightfully
back.
so, yeah.
But it's like, that's focused, but like, man, I knew her as, I'm not gonna say my name. Those who know, know. But like, I used to work with her. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, that keeps me grounded. That, if anything, is even motivating, because it's like, y'all are kind of a part of this. You know what I'm saying? There were moments that I probably shared, conversations that I had with these people that are the reason why I end up in those rooms. And no, I can't say it all the time, but it's in the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's why you're gonna make it.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? That's
I
what you
hope
make.
so.
'Cause you know what? We do a lot of interviews with people, and some people.
Why you gotta say it like that? Yo, low key, the best ad libs in the country is Tata. We did you hear her tonation in that? You heard how she moved on it? How you say it when you know vibes and broadcasting. Tata, how much interviews we've done?
And we did a lot of interviews with
Oh,
people.
you want me to give them the numbers? Want me to give them the numbers again?
We did a lot of interviews with people, and like we see the difference between artists who leave and pop off, and when they come back, sometimes it's different. Most of the times it's different. So you're right. Then the city don't know how to act with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are you even one of us anymore? Can we even rep you the same? Right? Now we repping you like how we rep outsiders. You know what I mean? We look at you, we don't have that same connection. So that's why I'm saying, like, yo, you're gonna make it, because your vision is about connection from the point blank, the beginning. You know what I mean? You're not trying to go out there and then do it and then like forget where you're coming from. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it is, because I'm seeing some of these people and I'm just like it's hilarious, because first of all, you ain't making Kanye money, like, and it's like it blows my mind that if you're not making Kanye money, that you come out here with a Kanye attitude. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't match. Like, make the zeros match the attitude. You know what I mean? But you know, I respect it, because like you said, it's also about giving that inspiration to other young female artists, young artists who identify as women, young people in general who want to come up in this game. Because if everyone keeps saying the same thing, it's not good, and no one puts their best foot forward to like be that one, to be like, yo, I want to be the next artist out of Montreal. You know what I mean? So the fact that you're doing that, so I'm saying you are, and like if you keep focused like that, you will be that.
I'm really trying. No, real shit. Like, it look like, I feel like on the outside, nah, because like, let's just take it in. I feel like on the outside it looks easy, and it's really not.
Oh no.
Like, y'all really gotta take in, I really still live a regular ass fucking life.
Yeah,
and I just do this on extra. You know how there's people who have their side hustle? This isn't my side hustle. This is what I invest my money in. This is my career, like, for real. So it's like, there's only 3 things that import me. It's my daughter, this music shit, and my spirit. So it's like, I really take everything that deep and into consideration when I do everything. Again, I feel like that's why I'm always come back here. This really where it started. That's kind of the reason why. Actually, before I even say that, it's been a year since I dropped Rent to Riches. It's been a year since I shot it here, you know? Shout out to the Morning Detour, the first interview I ever did as an artist. Full circle moment right now, talking about leaving and coming back. I hope that I did change, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
And you definitely did.
Thank you.
Definitely did.
But yeah, I feel like that's kind of the reason why when I shot Rent to Riches, I actually shot a little bit of it here and a little bit in LaSalle, because those are the 2 places where all my core memories that I feel like built me or gave me character. Mind you, I've moved around a lot, you know what I'm saying? Struggle been real, you know what I'm saying, over the years. But what built me is these two landmarks in Montreal, as I would call it, for real. So that's the only reason why I wanted to make sure that like that first video was a statement piece, not only from myself and from like the name of Focus, but for the city too.
For the city,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody could look back at that and just be like, yeah, I've been lived there. I've been hanging. I played ball, you know, all that shit.
Yeah,
so
rightfully
it's a good
so.
feeling. It's a good feeling. When
You know what this reminds me of?
It was nostalgic.
In my
to me.
hometown, I said a big boy blue.
memory,
When that
memories.
came out, I'm like, you know, that was like that was that for us at that time.
Yeah.
What she's doing is the same thing.
Oh,
You know what
man,
I
we've
mean?
been
So,
at
like,
it.
There's a lot of
That
other
and the
Montreal
one Eyeblack
songs.
did on
A lot of
Walking.
big Montreal songs from like Jason.
Yeah.
A lot of them, the Montreal anthems, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Rightfully
Expo Fitted. The Expo Fitted remix. Let me tell you something. That one.
I think I know which one you're talking
Let me
about.
get.
That
Let
was
me
a
get.
classic though.
Oh my God, love Vita with the one-liners. Vita de air, no. Okay, so we're gonna play some games. So we're gonna try something unique with you this morning, Focus. We typically reserve this for our VIP celebrities. We're gonna play one of our famous icebreakers, riddles. What else we have there? Stade, you can pull it up. Vita started pulling it
I
up
love
already.
games.
So we're gonna play a little games. It's a way for your fan base to get to know you a little bit better outside of the music. And I don't know who's gonna start. Vita, what you starting with? Riddles? We have riddles, we have this or that, we have icebreakers. So I'll leave it to Vita and Tata to pick some of the charts. So while they look for questions, I want to actually hear Focus. As we
He
close out
always puts me
there,
on the spot.
as we close out the quarter, what can your fans expect from you? Are you gonna give us a couple more singles?
Bro, real shit. Like, just know something's dropping. Like we're gonna give you a date like just now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop y'all a little something, a little something right after that.
But
There's a couple of songs I'm excited for y'all to hear, but we're not gonna drop those in right
I've
now.
heard
You know
one.
what I'm saying?
I've heard one. It's crazy. If I know after this interview we're gonna play one of your songs, we have a few of your songs ready in our repertoire. We're gonna run some of that. But me personally, Tata sounding crazy. Me and Tata might have to come jump on a feature with you. You know Tata raps.
Really?
You know Tata raps.
Hold on. I wanted to segue this whole time.
Tata lived very
Behind the back to Vita.
Too much
Behind the back to Vita.
Tata lived many different lives, and at one point it was too much. You know what's funny? And people just like, you know, right now too much has a full circle.
Yeah.
Now we really understand why we were calling you too much. You just too much. Like rightfully so. Too much been in there, and the same thing for me was different though. For me, it was at a time where, you know, like, I felt women in the industry weren't safe. You needed a crew, like, you know what I mean? You needed a crew, you needed to roll together. And even at that point, still sometimes you were not safe. And for me, it's like the return on investment wasn't high enough for my safety.
Trust me.
It was not high enough. I said, listen, I'm going to go where the money calling. Because right now, even this is my passion, but you can't trust producers. You can't trust this. Meet you there, then it turns out not to be a studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
hold on. We're just waiting for
in my
this.
era, and I'm, you know, don't get the skin, you know what I'm saying? But that was I think I came out of it in 2013, 2012?
Early.
That's not even that far
Yeah.
along. Like,
No, it is long ago. We're 2024.
don't make it seem like that, because the more you make it seem like that, the more I seem old, and I cannot be old.
Okay. So
I just can't. It makes
2013,
no sense.
But still in the prime, it was like 2008 to 2013. So those years, like still for women, it was not.
Yeah,
it was
sketchy.
not the
It was
same.
super
It was not the
sketchy.
same. But definitely the work that you put into it, and the work-life balance of it, like you said, because you have to have a job in the meantime. You know what I mean? It's a lot. And like, you know, Gina was mentioning earlier in the interview about the grants. We ain't never thought of it no grant money. We were just
This is
doing
unheard information.
Yeah, we were
But
just,
it's different for
Unheard
it's
of.
different for Anglophones,
it's
right?
different for Anglophones we were thinking of like
Honestly,
grinding
we were
for
so
this.
hungry them times.
We were just grinding for it. We were doing
I
everything.
bet.
We were making connection. We go in there. You go in there. Yeah, man. It was a different
It was a
life.
wild time.
But sometimes I almost feel like, despite the grants, like we still need to do that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. This is what's
Like,
missing right now.
Me, I
The
be
grind.
thinking like, yo, one of these days, I'm just gonna pop out with CDs, and y'all gonna grab them.
Hey, listen. So who was
Like,
here?
and maybe one day you might listen to them.
Hold on.
Maybe you might like it.
Who was
you know?
here before? Wait, what was her girl name? The artist.
Shawnee G.
Shawnee G was here before.
And
She
Snake
gave
too
a
had
little
USB,
thing that
yeah.
came with a USB.
USB.
It had a card that on it showed the different names of her song, and she had a different photo, like a single photo for each of the
Yo,
song.
Don't
Then
you miss with the lyric book in the back
Yeah.
of the CD?
that's what she brought it back to me for that,
Yeah, the
and then she
lyric
gave
book
like
thing,
little
like-
crystals for people with a different affirmation, because that's her vibe. You know what I mean? But I mean, like for me,
I love that.
I
gift
I
bags.
haven't
Back
hold
to the
on
gift
to
bags.
something, especially local music like that, besides a 1, 2, or a few that I listen to. Because she gave me something. She connected with me, and it's about connecting with the people now.
The
fan
Social
base,
media
yeah.
is too easy.
The social media shit. I
she
feel
connected
like
with me. It's still on my little shrine. I got it. Whatever the plastinite.
You put it next to Peter?
Peter gave babies. Peter has 4 or 5. You want a baby?
I'll take a baby.
Okay.
Peter. We're talking about Peter her pint. Like
yeah.
don't get it confused. Weezy got babies now. Who's the baby mom? So we're gonna play some
Tata's
games.
offering
So what are we
babies.
doing? We're doing this or that. We're doing icebreaker. Where are you ladies gonna start? Talking to Mike Vita.
Okay, if you had the opportunity to go back in life to meet anybody who's not here right now, who would it be?
meet or to talk again.
Meet, talk again, anything.
I want to say my grandfather at first thought, but I also want to say my great grandmother, because I have this weird dream, and I feel like my mom had a similar dream, and I don't know if it's my brain. She doesn't remember, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not crazy, and I just want to go back and ask her about it. Like, it's been like I've been having this freaking conversation with my mom since I was like 7 years old.
Those recurring dreams.
Yeah, the same freaking dream, but it's more like a nightmare even. But yeah, either my great grandmother or definitely my grandfather. We were best friends. My first words in Creole were Bad words because of him.
There you go.
You know?
What you got, Vita?
So, happy and poor or rich and miserable?
Happy and poor. It was never an issue for me. I've been happy and poor.
I know what it
You
feels
come from
like.
the mud, the
I've been
grit.
happy and poor.
We see all the people with money, billions, and
Shit,
what's
we
happening.
seen 'em.
Yeah, nowhere. You know what I mean?
But they're not supposed to have that much money in the.
Exactly. There should
Bro,
be
we're
a
not even
cap.
gonna start that
There should be a
conversation.
cap.
Because the conspiracy theories are not conspiracies. It's facts.
Billionaireism shouldn't even be legal.
Facts.
What's a secret about yourself that no one knows that is really awesome?
I mean, I say this all the time, so does it still count as a secret?
No. Yeah. Yes. No. No. Did you say it here before?
No.
But is it something
maybe
that a lot
I
of
did. I
people
don't know.
No, you didn't
Is
say
it
it.
something that a lot of people know?
No. I like the game MTG, Magic the Arena. It's a card game. Something between,
I'm not familiar.
So geeky.
it's like something between Pokemon and
Magic cards?
I think it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but I like Dungeons
No,
and
it's like
Dragons.
something
We
between
should
like
play Dungeons
Pokemon and like
Dragons.
Yu-Gi-Oh. If anything,
I
it's
kind of
something
like
between Pokemon
Yu-Gi-Oh.
and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh. is a vibe.
Yeah.
No, I was just telling him before, off air, that when my trainer, because someone was telling me like, why aren't you making your trainer make you do more squats, right? Because I was losing mass, and I was like, I gave him my inspo picture, like it's bottom heavy and it's a small waist, you know. And then he's like, well, what's your inspo picture? It was Mewtwo. and then he was like, you gave your trainer an inspo pic of a Pokemon character. I said, yeah, I want to be heavy on the bottom and thin in the waist. Like,
Yo, I'm actually crying. I don't know how to react to
Shout
that.
out to Joe Black. Forget this.
Say that.
I was like,
I knew it.
She's just different. The layers that we get now. Shout out to the video. You get the video for the
Shout
Morning
out to
Detour on the
Mewtwo.
YouTube. There's layers to her. I've known her since I'm 14. I've seen 22 different forms of her. It's a pleasure as a friend to watch the evolution. It's positive. It's going in the right direction. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Where we at with the
Aquariuses
question?
are known to be a little bit just more on the weirder side of things. Like their weirdism is just regular.
It's just regular. Like,
And the
why
rest
does
of
it
us
have to be
accept
weird?
it.
Why did yo? You know what I mean? And then I'm like, right now, I'm like somewhat. Not somewhat. I'm like talking to someone who's also an Aquarius. You know, that's a make it or break it thing to Aquarius.
Yeah.
And guess what? Their birthday's the day before mine.
Oh God.
So it was kind of clashy. But now I realize it's like, I love myself so much. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not be with another myself?
So now the repercussions of that, my mom is always asking me, so what going on with Tata? Tata alright, who should I chat to?
I'm crying.
So now my mom listening now when I touch base now. So I already know the first question. I'm gonna come in and say, look, so what happened? Tata on you, man? I keep telling people I do not know Tata's business. I'm not an intrusive friend. She'll tell you right here.
Happy, 100%.
Oh my God.
Happy and super light. You know what I would say? I
Happy
need
and
light.
light.
Light. I have to communicate that very clear with people because I'm so busy. School, work there, here. Like personal life have to be light. I'm all over the place. Like neurodivergent brain. So 1 minute I'm here, then I might snap, then I get a little bit of anxiety. I'm irritated. It's not on you, baby, but I just can't manage my time. You know what I'm saying? Like I need a lot of patience. I realized I thought I was just like me, but I realized
You're a lot.
I'm a lot.
Yeah.
I need
Too
a
much.
lot. I know
Too
too much. I need a lot of patience. You know what I mean? So getting that really feels like so safe. Honestly.
Boy, the whole show has been like a dumb
And
segment.
then now it comes to another conversation, right?
She's
So
back.
when people were all on that, 50-50, all that shit,
my
right?
God, let's go.
Everybody is wrong in life. Cause when someone makes you feel safe and you really care, nobody 50, 0, million, billion, nothing matters. You know what I mean? Realistically. And there was a time for us, I don't know about you, because you seem you much younger. Yeah. But us oldies. Us oldies, back in the day, our walks downtown, that was dates.
Yeah.
Chilling at McDonald's, that was dates. We in the park at
hold
Giro,
on.
that was dates.
I got to put different beats. We're going down that lane.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to put some
I would
smoother
like to
on it.
rebuttal after because this is how I know I was born in the wrong time. Bro, you think I don't want that? Men can't do that today. the fact that we can't have a 45-minute conversation about the randomest things and really like depict the most meticulous parts that make it so interesting or whatever the case may be. But the most random, the fact that we can't even do that, the fact that you can't do that either because you don't have the capacity, the mental capacity, you don't have the time because everybody's too busy or whatever the case is. The fact that you can't do that anymore is the reason why we would want that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. And we're out here like we out dating, man. Like we this new 50-50 thing was new to us. It's like gold diggers been gold diggers and they've been fighting. You know what I'm saying? They've been fighting their people for a year. No one ever was, it wasn't a big thing, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, is that new trend now?
Yeah, now guys are like, why don't you take me on a date? Like, what?
You know?
And what's crazy is
you do that
we
naturally.
will do that.
Yeah.
but it's
Like
the way
women,
you're
I don't
asking
care what
is
you
just
say.
What?
I don't know about those other women that say that
feed
they
you
won't. I can't speak for
willingly.
those. I don't know if I would even call that a woman because in reality, the way that a woman's nature is, why would I not take you out?
Yo.
You think I don't want to, but fuck, because I want you to respect me and
You remember-
have, you know what I'm saying?
You remember the first time you said it on the show, and everybody was shocked about it.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
and we said it.
I said
Trust
100,
Yeah.
100.
You said 100, but
And I'm
no,
living it.
No, but you also said too is what she was saying is that when they really feel you, they'll just surprise you with a joint.
Yeah.
They surprise
But
you
it's
with a
also just not what I realize it in this world is so much consumerism is so like realistically we live in such a fast-paced world that the time spent just being that's so different for me. Because I'm always doing something, you know what I mean? So slowing down, just being.
I like people that want to be. I like
my
people that
phone
want to be.
died.
I like people that want to be. Like
it's
some people
different.
some people want to go out all the time. I like people that want to be.
It was different. Sometimes I have to like keep my laptop.
But they're hard to find. Yeah, but they're hard to
just
find. You and I, we're busy people. We
Yeah.
work
So we
multiple
just need someone who
jobs.
just be.
Just
We
be.
don't even need to talk. Just let me put my one leg over you like this.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's what
But you see, for me, I look for my just be person. Because I'm there's with you, I want to just be. We don't need to.
Yeah.
I know we can go to the restaurant and we can. It's there. Like I know we can do that, but can we just?
Subscribe here. Christian in the building.
LOL. Man.
You know,
Last one's left.
It's funny. I hit up this girl the other day. Called her late at night. I said, you know what? I was thinking about something today. Because I feel at some point you need to have deeper conversations with certain type of women at certain points. I was thinking about something the other day. How come you don't call me down? How come you don't text me all the time, all day? Day go through, 2-3 days go by, no press, we talk again. No, you don't feel. It's a man. We get old. You start to feel the resentment a little bit. No anger. I ain't call you for 3 days. We cool. I ain't text you none. I said, how come you don't do that? I'm not saying I feel away. I'm not saying I want you to do that. I'm just curious. How come that's not part of your DNA? Hold on. Let me pause that. Let me pause that to couple. We're gonna come back. Put a pin in that.
Hey.
You remember that we came up in an era that we were nice on the phone.
Yeah.
I was telling. So hold on.
That's a fact.
That's
a fact.
Let me do some properly.
He's a wordsmith.
No, hold on.
That was the
Hold on. So
the phone,
I was talking.
you're out.
I was talking to somebody else the other day. And I said, I come from an era that we was really nice on the phone. I said one of the most beautiful things about doing the radio is the fact that I'm so happy that my mom gets to see it. Because growing up, she's West Indian from Grenada. I remember at 13, I was doing treeways. I was managing. I was the in between. This one was on mute. Yo, I got this. Let me At 13, 12, 11, early high school wager, I'm already understanding how to give the layup. I'm already understanding how to, it's important for me to understand where you're coming from. Okay, this is how you feel about how can we merge the gap? I already had that kind of mindset. So I was telling this girl, as I come from, we were nice on the phone. We knew how to politic, and that's a skill that goes back to what we're talking about. I think that there's a gap between me and Tata's generation and your generation. Maybe we didn't do a good job of transferring the information, but I ask young girls all the time, like homegirl in the office with me, I said, what do guys talk about? Because me growing up, I watched everything, because in my mind, I view women like stocks. I view like if you want to have a higher thing, you have to come with more things to the table. And if I want to be with a smart, intelligent black woman that's fly, I need to have dope conversations. How am I going to have dope conversations if I don't know about a massive bunch of things? So I always ask young girls, what do guys talk about? And they're like, nothing. No,
because nothing. No, because it's really nothing.
So hold on. So something before you go, it goes back to what Tata always preaches about, and it's a word she doesn't use, and I kills when she doesn't use it. It comes back to substance.
Yeah.
There's not enough substance. It has to feel real. Like, listen, we all
We're
as
not
men.
feeding each other.
Gino, we all go through life as men. You know, we have our phase, we were gallus, stuff like that. My ex told me something 8 years ago. My high school sweetheart. She said, at some point, you keep jumping from relationships to relationships, you're going to stop feeling. Me, I'm the type of person, the minute you tell me something, it sticks with me. I'm going to remember it.
Same.
You know, ever since she told me that, I've never, not one day, thought about her telling me that. And I felt it when I felt like a robot, when I felt like I was just cold and I couldn't connect with you in a different way. That's why I told you the most beautiful thing about being a human being is the fact that I could feel something. Yeah. Even though I feel bad, even though I feel shit. And that's why I posted, if you look at our post on the W Moonshine, I posted a thing about, you know, a man, if he does something bad to you, his heart, if he's really a dope person, if he's really a real person, if he's really in tune with himself and he understands how he feels, he's going to feel that hurt. He's going to feel what he's going through. And that pain will be strong enough. You not talking to him, you being mad at him, it's not going to change nothing. Him feeling within his heart that he's hurt, it's a whole different kind of flex. So I feel bad because I feel like maybe we didn't do something. Because nobody's nice on the phone
Well,
anymore.
I don't think. Okay, listen. I can just talk for the man then. You know,
It's the social media and the text message.
not just that. This is what it is. Maybe I don't know what type of men is it, but I know for like our eras, we were just in street, right? So it was street life-ish. Like I had one foot in the next life, but it was like still street-ish. And like man's them, like you know what I mean. How I see it now, the interplay and the translation with the overlap between the generations. The younger ones don't even respect the bigger mans who are the bigger mans in our generation now.
They
you know
don't
why?
have,
Because it took them so long to grow up.
Yeah.
Because the mans them took too long to grow up and too long to be responsible, right? It was us women holding it down in many different places. And now that the men, the younger generation, they're coming up, they came up with no role models. They came up being the bigger mans, even though they were the youngins.
Yep.
There's that, and there's also I like to think this. I feel like technology wanted to be advanced technology so bad, so quickly that we did not see how much good of whatever you guys had was slipping our fingers, because I experienced a little bit of what you guys were saying at a young age.
Yeah, the personal,
You know what I'm saying?
the personal
Respectfully
touch
on the
is
safe side of things. But
You're
like,
still young, don't
the
worry.
way it slipped away from my hands is in like, yo, how many generations of iPhone have we gone through? The BlackBerry, the flip, how fast did that go
that
away?
was like quick fast.
Do you guys look at it this way, guys? Like the 90s is like the new 70s or like the new 80s, basically, when you look at it that way.
With things transitioning,
Yo, because it's like the 90s is like the 30. It's like 30 years, basically.
It's like
so yeah, the
black and
90s is
white
like the
TV
new
to color
70s.
TV.
It's the best boy show in the country, I promise
Like
you.
there's gonna
John
like,
Black
my
in the
daughter.
building.
You know what's
My
good when
daughter's
Tata
3. She's
starts
growing up in
thinking?
an era where
No.
my era is going to be the 70s to her.
Yeah.
Which is insane to me, because are you sick? We
Yeah.
we touch everything you know. We build
Yeah.
the foundation.
Yeah.
No, this is crazy.
We're the reason why y'all could
Yo.
just sit at home and be lazy and make money. Like, well, maybe not so much me, 'cause I suck at fucking influencer content shit. But like, I don't know. I just feel like so much time like slipped away, and then there's COVID. Like, fuck COVID.
Yeah.
So my point being, like, even, you know, women play, men play, everybody cheats, everybody does different things. But me and Tata, we've talked about this a lot on the show, and we're gonna write a book about it. At some point, I would think, as a person, you'd want someone to feel real, right? You've been a player your whole life. At some point, I would think even you, as being a gallus, you would want someone to feel real. At some point, you want to know that I'm talking to you and it's a real connection. You care about me, I care about you. I put me, because to me, and we've said it, I think that love is when I'm, without pressure, without anything else, I put my love for you. I put you ahead of me. For me, that's what love is for me. When I'm willing to put you ahead of time, and I don't feel forced, or it's not. And me and Tata, we're going to do a whole special about this next year, and it's not conditional. No. Not too much. I don't want to get you going. You're in a good way. Time traveling this week. Conditional love. Some of y'all looking at me crazy, like, I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, I got it, because you guys thought it was just
It's a
gallus
lot
talks.
of conditional love.
Yeah.
now.
No,
But realistically,
don't forget.
everything's
That's like
on
the opposite of
condition.
love.
Yeah.
Everything is on condition. Everything's transactional.
Save it for the book. I did a paper for a cause. Save it for the book. I'm saying no. But at some point, I've always wanted to ask people that. At some point, no matter what you're doing in life, don't you want the connection to be real? Yeah. I would like, because I was telling somebody this the other day, I said, at some point, I want to experience having a kid, being married to somebody, and trying something else. Because if we're gonna die at one point, and that's more of the thing about, I at least want to say that I've tried all the different avenues in life. I want to know how it feels like to go to Tata's house and have a barbecue and sit back on our porch and look at our kids and be like, yo, we come from DT, we come from all the racism, all the thing. We built one of the best morning shows ever in the country. We're amazing. We're making money. We're great. And look at our life. I want to experience all these different aspects of it. And I was wondering to myself, how come most people don't think that way? We're gonna die one day.
Because of that
I want to try everything. I want to try everything.
People are scared to miss out on the thrill of doing whatever the fuck you want to do whenever the hell.
Hey.
The thrill of doing whatever.
She covered her chest. She's like, wait a minute, I felt that one. It came from my gut.
Yeah. See, now I'm gonna get in trouble. YouTube. I don't think we can swear on YouTube anymore.
My bad.
They gonna have to sequence
You could
that
blurb
bad
that
boy
out. You could blurb that out. But I feel like there's a lot of FOMO. Like, I feel like guys are scared to miss out on just being a man. What they think is like being their independent selves, being able to run lives their way. And women, they don't want to, they're scared to be in a position where they end up controlled because, they caught feelings. Now it turns out the relationship turned to something else that they weren't expecting. How many times have we gone into a relationship where like, he changed, that's not the guy that I met? Like, there's that fear of FOMO of just like, yo, I'm scared to lose my independence, to lose whoever I am, to lose my peace, whatever. There's that fear, even with everything, technology, money, like the way time's moving forward. There's a lot of FOMO. I feel like because of that, like there's nothing, like we can't build. Nobody's trying to like just get together and just build.
I think is love. It's like we forgot about revolutionary and radical love. Because as black people, we're collective people. We've been loving. Like me, I keep saying this in the feminist field where I do other work. I always differentiate. I'll say I'm a black feminist. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the mainstream feminists because we have to think about our black brothers, our black sisters, our black grandfathers, our black... Yeah, we have to take an intersectional approach to it because we have a community on our back. When people look at us, they don't say, you are a woman disabled black. No, they say, I'm a black woman with a disability. So they quantify me first by my race, then by my gender, then by my ability. So I know when it comes to issues, if I'm focusing on an issue with disability, I have to take in mind that women and the gendered aspect and also the racial aspect of it, right? And I mean, like, right now, we need to remember that the world has turned, just as the world has turned around against black women, the world has turned against black men too. You know what I mean? And as much as we want our partners and counterparts to be a certain way, there's so much unlearning that everyone has to do. The people who know better needs to do better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that even goes for us. That even goes for people holding our friends accountable, holding each other accountable. You know what I mean? But also loving. Look at those men who've been brought up by podcasts now, because we didn't have that in our generation, right? So we have to think about that as a new layer. How do we help them unlearn? How do I love this guy who's thinking that a man should only take him out on dates and he's not supposed to open the door for a woman? You know what I mean? How do you love on that person? I think love will show people different perspectives. You know what I mean? Because come on, you know some mans them from the street who rah, rah. Next minute, all standing in the kitchen flipping pancakes. You understand?
It's okay to be in love. Yeah. It's okay.
And I really believe love changes people. So when it comes like that, you knowing what you want, I think, showing that and communicating that with love. Because men have it too. Men need it too. You know what I mean? And I think together as a community, we need everybody right now. And we have to stop letting all these other people come in and tell us how to move.
Well, on that note, the number one every morning show in the country is the mighty CKT 90.3 FM. Moon Chaser, Tata in the morning, V in the building, Focus. It's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you for
When the music
me.
drops, I know it's like a secret society over there with the production team behind the diamond cut industry there. We'll get some of the music. We'll get you back on. I just want you, before we let you go, I want you to promise us that you'll give us the more Detour exclusive. We want our tiny desk.
Oh, yeah.
We need a Focus
sure.
tiny desk. Right
Detour
here at
is the
DJ
first place that gets whatever exclusive they want.
Time and date for the listening party.
I would have given y'all a piece of something today, but I really want it to be a surprise.
No, but you sent me something. I'm going to run it after them. You sent me something. Boy, what a deep piece right there. Well, what a deep piece right there. You see that? The icebreakers. We got to know a whole different side of you. Your fans will never know. So it works. Montreal City, keep it locked. The more Detour.